Picture a juggler effortlessly keeping multiple balls in the air. This is not merely a spectacle to behold, but a metaphor for time management and prioritization, two crucial skills that are often underestimated but can drive one to success. Like the juggler, you must keep multiple aspects of your life in balance, ensuring none falls to the ground, forgotten or neglected. Now consider this, the juggler's skill does not come without practice. The balls in the air symbolize the tasks in our lives. Each ball represents an obligation, a project, a deadline, a dream, or a goal. This is where the concepts of time management and prioritization come into play. They're the secret ingredients to achieving your goals and dreams, the stepping stones on the path to success. Just as a juggler maintains a rhythm, so too must we. Think of your goals as a mountain peak. Daunting, yes, but not insurmountable. As high as it might be and as difficult as it may seem to scale, remember that you don't reach its peak in one giant leap. It's about taking it one step at a time, each step inching you closer to the top. Now imagine breaking down that mountain into manageable chunks. Each task becomes a stepping stone, each one estimated accurately for time, providing a clear path forward. This is the essence of effective time management and prioritization, breaking down seemingly insurmountable tasks into smaller, manageable ones. But remember, the path won't always be straight. Just as a juggler must adapt to the shifting weight of the balls, we must adapt to the changes in our lives. Life is unpredictable. That's where adaptability comes in, adjusting your plans as needed, remaining flexible in the face of change. So take the reins of your life. It's time to embrace the juggling act, master time management, prioritize effectively, overcome the fear of the seemingly insurmountable tasks, adapt to changes, and watch as your dreams become your reality. Remember, it's not just about reaching the peak of the mountain, the destination, but also about enjoying the journey. Embrace each stumble, each step, each victory as they come. Make your journey count. Your journey is yours alone, and every step along the way is a testament to your strength and determination. So make each moment count. After all, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. Make yours count. Imagine time as a river flowing steadily and unceasingly. It's a concept we can't physically touch, yet it is ever present in our lives, a companion that is always there, moving at its own pace. It's a silent friend guiding us as we journey through life, but do we truly understand it? Can we truly comprehend its power, its impact on our actions, decisions, our very lives? Let's delve deeper into this complex concept. Now, I'd like you to visualize the entire 24 you have on the screen in front of you. Imagine it as a pie chart, each slice representing a different aspect of your daily life. There's sleep, work, leisure, perhaps even a slice for the mundane tasks like commenting or chores, each segment forming part of the whole, some larger while others smaller. But let's pause for a moment. Have you ever truly thought about how you spend your time? Have you ever questioned if the slices of your day are proportional to their importance in your life? Here's an interesting thought. Let's run an experiment. If you were to sketch out your own pie chart representing your day, how would it appear? Settle back and take a moment to visualize it. Pause for activity. Fascinating, isn't it? By doing this, you may have just realized that your work slice is consuming a larger part of your day than you'd like, or perhaps you discovered that your Netflix and chill segment is alarmingly dominant. Understanding time and how you use it is the first step in managing it effectively. Now, I'm going to inject a bit of lightheartedness into this heavy topic. Imagine, if you will, time as a person. Would it be a relentless taskmaster, constantly pushing you forward, always urging you to do more, be more? Or would it be a laid-back ally, perpetually reassuring you that there is always more time, always another day to finish that task, always a tomorrow? Who would you choose? And pause for laughter. Remember, time is a resource that, unlike money, you can't back. Once it's gone, it's gone. Therefore, it's crucial to respect it, cherish it, and most importantly, use it wisely. Using your time effectively is an art, a skill that needs to be honed, a talent that requires constant practice and refinement. The better you become at managing your time, the more control you'll have over your life. After all, mastering time is like mastering life itself. Let's move from the metaphorical river of time to another classic symbol, the sand glass. An animation of a sand glass appears on the screen. Each grain of sand symbolizes a fleeting moment, vanishing into oblivion once it falls. This is the stark reality of time. In its relentless march forward, it's finite, irreplaceable, and it waits for no one. Pause for effect. Now let's introduce another component, opportunities. Animation of doors opening and closing intermittently. Opportunities are like doors that swing open and close as time progresses. Sometimes they're open for a prolonged period, patiently waiting for us to step through. At other times, they slam shut hastily before we even have a chance to draw near. You've likely heard the old adage, opportunity knocks but once. Well, that's not entirely accurate. Opportunities knock repeatedly, but they're frequently camouflaged and necessitate our keen attention, preparedness, and most notably, our valuable time. Infographic showing an individual missing one door, but catching another one. Now, let's tackle the crucial matter. How does one synchronize time with opportunities? The solution is straightforward: by utilizing your time with purpose. Animation of a person adjusting their pie chart. If you're investing excessive time Netflix and chilling, you might overlook the knock of opportunity. Conversely, if you're perpetually swamped in work, you might be too preoccupied to hear it. The trick lies in striking a balance, animation of a balanced scale. So bear in mind, time is not just a constant in your daily life, it's also the gatekeeper of opportunities. Accord it the respect it deserves, use it sagely, and you'll discover that those doors of opportunity swing open more frequently than you imagine. Pause for effect. In the next, we'll delve into some practical strategies on how to master the art of time management and grasp those opportunities. Stay tuned. Time is not just about setting goals and seizing opportunities. It is an essential component in the process of fostering and sustaining relationships, the animation of individuals gathering, conversing, sharing laughter. Reflect on this concept. Without dedicating time, how can one foster a meaningful connection with another person? Animation of two puzzle pieces seamlessly uniting. And without the commitment to nurture this relationship, how can one anticipate it to endure the test of time? Animation of an untended plant gradually wilting. Time is an investment in the people that matter to us. It's a statement that says, you are important to me, and so I choose to spend my with you. It's not about grand gestures or extravagant shows of affection. It's about being there, being present, and making an effort. Animation of a person comforting another. It's time we take a pause. Animation of an alarm clock ringing. I want you to stop this video and dedicate a moment to ponder over the bonds you have created, nurtured. Are you allocating sufficient time for these relationships to flourish? Pause for effect. If the answer is no, don't dishearten. You are in good company. There's a multitude of us grappling to strike the right balance between our professional life, personal aspirations, and our relationships. You are an animation of a person juggling balls labeled work, goals, and relationships. However, there's always a way to manage this dynamic balance. Here's an advice: attempt to intertwine your relationships into the course of your daily life. Animation of a person sharing a cup of coffee with a friend. This way, you're not carving out time, but you're essentially reusing the time you already possess in a more effective manner. My animation of a person ticking off a checklist. Let's not forget, it's always quality over quantity. Devoting an hour of focused, undistracted time to a loved one is far superior than spending an entire day in their company, but preoccupied with distractions. An animation of a person tucking away their phone to engage with a friend. Now, let's turn the conversation towards you, animation of a question mark. How do you navigate the tricky waters of time management and relationships? Do you possess any effective strategies or little-known tips that might be beneficial to others? We encourage you, share them in the comment section, animation of a comment icon. In the upcoming segment, we will be tying together all the aspects that we've discussed today. Stay tuned. All right, folks, let's dive deep into the heart of the matter. Animation of a person rolling up their sleeves. The essence of time management is not simply about work, achieving your goals, and maintaining relationships. More importantly, it also revolves around you as an individual. Animation of person standing in spotlight. You heard it right, my dear friends. You, in all your uniqueness, are a crucial component in this complex equation of life. Animation of a person holding an equation board. Now, let's visualize time as a gargantuan, mouth-watering pizza, an animation of a giant pizza, delectable, wouldn't you agree? This pizza you must portion out into slices that represent work, your personal goals, your relationships, and most importantly, your own self. An animation of pizza being divided into slices. However, here comes the challenging part, determining the size of each slice. An animation of person scratching their head. To better illustrate this, let me walk you through a parable. Animation of a storybook opening. In the past, there lived a man who was wholly consumed by work and animation of a man working tirelessly at his desk. He devoted his entire pizza, his entire time to work, leaving no time for himself. Animation of the man eating pizza with work written on it. The end result, he experienced a debilitating burnout. Animation of a burnt-out matchstick. In a similar vein, another man was utterly fixated on his goals, of a man climbing a mountain. He sacrificed all his time to his aspirations, neglecting his relationships completely. Animation of the man eating pizza with goals written on it. The outcome, he ended up in solitude, void of company. Animation of a lonely man sitting on a mountaintop. The moral of our tale, animation of a light bulb. Achieving balance in life is of paramount importance. Animation of a balanced scale. It's crucial to distribute your time in a way that ensures every aspect of your life gets its due share. Animation of a perfectly divided pizza, and it's perfectly fine if sometimes you choose to take a larger slice for yourself. Animation of the person eating a big slice marked me, because happy and fulfilled, you will be better equipped to effectively manage work, your goals, and your relationships. Animation of a person happily juggling balls labeled work, goals, and relationships. Thus, how do you plan to portion your time? Pizza? Animation of a question mark. Do you possess any unique recipes or strategies you'd like to share? We'd love to hear from you in the comments section. Animation of a comment icon. In our upcoming final scene, we'll connect all these lessons together into a coherent and concise message. Stay tuned. All right, we've talked about how to slice our time pizza, right? Animation of a pizza divided into slices. Fantastic. Now let's delve a bit further and investigate the intricate relationship bridging the gap between the concepts of time, diligence, and achievement. Our same animation of three intertwined gears labeled time, hard work, and success. You see, envisage these three components as the three sides of an equilateral triangle. Introduce the animation of a triangle with each side labeled time, hard work, and success. The triangle signifies that they are interconnected and interdependent. Animation of gears turning. To give you a better understanding, let's use an analogy. Picture time as a vast, untamed river, an animation of a flowing river. Your relentless hard work is symbolized as a sturdy vessel navigating through this river. Animation of a boat on the river. The intensity of effort that you invest in propelling this boat directly influences how swift and far you can travel. Animation of a person rowing harder and boat moving faster. But there's a caveat that deserves your attention. Animation of a person pausing to think. If you exert yourself too much without allowing your body and mind the necessary rest, fatigue will engulf you and the boat will come to a standstill. Animation of a person panting and the boat slowing down. Contrarily, if your effort is not commensurate with the strength of the river's current, the force of the flowing water will sweep your boat away. Animation of a boat being swept away by the current. Now let's include the element of success in this metaphorical scenario. Animation of a treasure chest appearing at the end of the river. Think of success as a coveted treasure chest positioned at the culmination of your journey, the end of the river. Animation of spotting the treasure chest. Achieving this goal requires an optimal balance of time and hard work, which guides your boat to this treasure. An animation of the person rowing the boat towards the chest. It is crucial to realize that this journey is as significant as the destination itself. Animation of the person enjoying the river scenery. That leads us to the question, what is the secret formula? Animation of a secret document. It's straightforward. Time plus hard work when harmonized culminates in success. Animation of an equation. But while you're in pursuit of success, never overlook the importance of enjoying this journey and taking care of your mental and physical well-being. Animation of the person relaxing and rowing the boat. In the final scene, we'll tie up all these elements and demonstrate how mastering the use of time can result in exceptional growth and success. Animation of a seed growing into a tree. Stay tuned. All right, folks, now that we've come to terms with time, hard work, and success, let's plunge into one of the most vital components of time management, prioritization. Animation of a list with assignments being arranged. Essentially, prioritization resembles having a compass on your excursion. Animation of a compass directing a wanderer. This crucial tool aids you in determining the course of your hard work on the time river. Animation of an individual rowing a boat with a compass. Now, let's consider a commonplace situation. You have numerous tasks on your plate. How do you go about deciding the sequence in which to tackle them? Animation of a lengthy to-do list. This is exactly where the beauty of effective prioritization steps in about an animation of tasks being ordered on the list. The key lies in discerning what's immediate and what's significant in area for animation of two labels, immediate and significant. Let's engage in a small exercise to make this concept more concrete. Animation of a hand sketching a 2x2 matrix. Visualize a matrix with 4 sections. The horizontal axis signifies immediacy, and the vertical one, significance. Animation of labels, immediacy, and significance appearing on the axis. Now, your task is to slot your daily tasks into these categories, the animation of diverse tasks being slotted into different sections. The top left quadrant is for tasks that are both immediate and significant. These are your top priority. Animation of tasks being slotted into the top left quadrant. Tasks that are significant but lack immediacy should be placed in the top right quadrant. These are to be planned for a later time. Animation of tasks being slotted in the top right. Tasks that are immediate but lack significance should be placed in the bottom left quadrant. These can be delegated. Animation of tasks being slotted in the bottom left quadrant. Lastly, tasks that are neither immediate nor significant should be placed in the bottom right quadrant. These should be at the bottom of your list. Animation of tasks being slotted in the bottom right quadrant. Give this exercise a try for a week and witness the improvement in your productivity. Animation of a calendar pages. Remember, mastering time isn't about doing more. It's about focusing on what's significant. Animation of a person rowing the boat towards the treasure chest. As we move on in the next scene, we'll tie all these elements together to illustrate how they contribute to personal and professional success. Stay tuned. Animation of a curtain closing. Animation of a... All right, now let's imagine you're a brave knight on a quest to slay a frightening dragon. But this dragon isn't just any dragon. It's a metaphor for that massive goal you've set for yourself. It might be a life-changing career move, starting a family, or even mastering a new skill. Now, you can't just charge blindly towards this dragon with your sword and hope for the best, can you? That's akin to trying to accomplish your goal all at once. It's not only overwhelming, but it's also incredibly daunting, and it usually ends up in failure. However, don't despair. Our undeterred knight isn't backing down so easily, and neither should you. Let's take a moment to strategize. The key lies in breaking down this dragon, or rather goal, into smaller, more manageable tasks. It's like dismantling the dragon piece by piece. So if your goal is to change your career, start by learning a new skill related to the job if you want to start a family, begin by creating a financially secure environment. If you want to master a new skill, start by dedicating a few hours each day to practice. Consider each of these tasks as chipping away at the dragon. Every task you complete brings you another step closer to slaying your dragon. It may not seem like much at first, but every day that dragon gets smaller and your goal gets closer. This way, what might have seemed like a Herculean task becomes a series of smaller, more achievable tasks, each one getting you a step closer to your end goal. Now, let's imagine our knight chipping away at his dragon. He does not get by the colossal size of the dragon. Instead, he focuses on the small pieces he can chip away. He realizes that every little piece he removes makes the dragon that much smaller and his task that much more achievable. He's persistent, patient, and relentless in his pursuit. Remember, conquering a dragon isn't just about the final blow. It's about the courage to start, the determination to continue, and the resilience to keep going even when the task seems impossible. It's about rising up after every setback, learning from each failure, and using those lessons to make your strategy even stronger. And that's how you tame the beast of a complex goal, my brave knights. No matter what your dragon may be, remember that every step you take brings you closer to your goal. In the next scene, we'll pull all these tactics together and see how they lead to personal and professional success. Onward. All right, knights, you've got your smaller tasks now, but how do you know how much time each one will take? This is when the art of time estimation comes into the fray. Just like sizing up your time estimation is a strategic tool in your quest. It's akin to assessing the strength of each part of the dragon you're about to slay. Misjudge and you might find yourself in a precarious position. Undervaluing the task could leave you overwhelmed, like a knight ill-prepared for the dragon's mighty swipe. Overvaluing, on the other hand, could lead to a waste of precious moments. moments as you wait for the dragon to rouse. To estimate time accurately, you need to initiate a self-evaluation process. Begin by recalling previously fought battles. How long did similar tasks take in the past? Remember, past experiences serve as guides for future endeavors. You're not merely reminiscing about past battles, but creating a baseline to judge future ones. Next, consider potential hindrances, the unseen obstacles or distractions that could slow your progress. Like a knight looking at a map with marked dangers, you need to prepare for what lies ahead. This preparation creates a buffer zone, a safety net between you and the dragon. It's not just about planning, it's about smart planning. Now prioritize your tasks based on their urgency and importance. High priority tasks are your primary targets, like a dragon's heart. They should be tackled when your energy and focus are at their peak. The sun is high, the sky is clear. This is the to charge. Lower priority tasks are your secondary targets, like a dragon's tail. They can be handled during your less productive times when the moon shines and your energy wanes. In manner, you're not just breaking down your goal into smaller tasks, but also scheduling them efficiently. It's like taking apart a daunting dragon bit by bit until it's less intimidating. The culmination of this strategy, if done well, will lead to your victory. The feeling of standing victorious over a disassembled dragon, the sense of achievement is unparalleled. This way, you'll not only conquer your time dragon more effectively, but also reach your goal. The triumphant feeling of raising your sword high, the exhilaration of victory is within your grasp. Success is no longer a distant dream, but a tangible reality. In the next scene, we'll see how all of these strategies lead to personal and professional success. Onward, animation of the knight riding off into the sunset. All right, knights, you've got your tasks and you've estimated your time. How do you decide what to tackle first? Animation of the knight standing before various dragons. This is where task prioritization is significant. Animation of the knight arranging dragons from largest to smallest. Visualize your tasks as a swarm of dragons, some daunting and dangerous, while others are less intimidating, like animation of assorted dragons. The formidable dragons represent your high priority tasks. The animation of the knight challenging the largest dragon. The diminutive dragons symbolize lower priority tasks. Animation of the knight dismissing a small dragon. But how to distinguish between more significant dragons and the lesser ones? Animation of the knight pondering. Enter the Eisenhower box. Animation of a 4-quadrant box. This tool allows you to categorize your tasks based on urgency and importance. Animation of the knight sorting dragons into different quadrants. Tasks in the first quadrant are of high urgency and importance, your biggest dragons. Animation of the knight combating a large dragon. Tasks in the second quadrant are important but not urgent, large dragons that can be put on hold. Animation of the knight observing a resting large dragon. Tasks in the third quadrant are urgent but not important, smaller dragons that need swift handling. Animation of the shooing away a small dragon. Lastly, tasks in the fourth quadrant are neither urgent nor important, the smallest dragons that can be attended to last. Animation of the knight disregarding a minuscule dragon. Consider your own tasks. Which are your biggest dragons? Which are your smallest? How would you sort them using the Eisenhower box? Animation of the viewer organizing dragons in the box. Prioritizing your tasks is vital in conquering time management. The animation of the knight triumphant atop a mound of defeated dragons. In the ensuing scene, we'll observe how these strategies lead to personal and professional accomplishment. So onward, animation of the knight journeying into the sunset. Knights gather round your animated campfire scene with the knight. Our tale today speaks of time, change, and a knight like no other. Animation of a unique knight. You see, life is akin to a dragon, full of unforeseen twists and turns. Animation of a dragon appearing out of the blue. Just when you feel you have a handle on things, life throws a surprise at you. Animation of a knight encountering an unexpected dragon. This brings us to a dilemma. What's the right approach for a knight in such a situation? Let's learn from the story of Sir Adapter Lot. Animation of a book unveiling the knight. Sir Adapter Lot was renowned for his flexible strategies and quick thinking. Animation of the knight swiftly changing his course. When confronted with an unexpected challenge, he didn't fret, he tweaked his plan accordingly. Animation of the knight skillfully managing an unforeseen dragon. Fellow Knights, successful time management goes beyond just planning and prioritizing. It's about being resilient and adaptive. The animation of the knight demonstrating flexibility, take of your Eisenhower box, animation of the box. Occasionally, a task that was initially deemed unimportant and non-urgent suddenly shifts to being urgent and important. Animation of a dragon leaping from one quadrant to another. In such instances, you need to, your inner Sir, adapt a lot and adjust your strategy. Animation of the knight altering his plan on a parchment. However, while adaptability is key, don't allow unexpected hiccups to steer you away from your main objectives. Animation of the knight maintaining focus on a primary goal. Modify your approach, never lose sight of your ultimate ambition. Animation of the knight clinching a victory. So the next time life throws an unexpected challenge your way or a rogue dragon, remember Sir Adapt a lot, animation of the knight saluting. Embrace flexibility, learn to adapt and continue to forge ahead. Animation of the knight charging ahead. Now, let's see how these skills can foster personal and professional growth. Onward, animation of the knight riding off into the sunset.